this is going to be a little ironic. A person who's never been in a relationship talking about relationships. Hello, everybody. Tis I, your friendly neighborhood INFP, and welcome to today's episode, I suppose. I want to talk about relationships, to be more specific. Reason being, I have been watching various videos, both on TikTok and on YouTube, with a wide variety of subjects, and one of the things that I've come to notice is, one, there are a lot of lonely people out there. Two, there are people who are afraid of getting into relationships due to various issues. And three, how some people don't know how to properly go about a relationship or what personal relationships are. And of course, for the whole promiscuity thing that runs rampant, which is not a fan, but sure, I guess I'm thinking that is seated more on the sense of not getting the affection and validation that you once could have gotten, and thus are using other methods to cope with that situation. And of course, probably came to have that feeling, and that feeling causes more. It's a whole thing with endorphins and whatever, brain chemicals and all that stuff. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I am here to talk about my thoughts regarding all of this and what I believe a relationship should be, considering that I feel like people are struggling. I mean, I'm kind of struggling myself, but like in a different way, in the sense that I've never been in a relationship despite almost being 33 very soon. So So with me, people have often blamed me for having high standards, and of course, being an INFP, you got the things that you put people on pedestals, and you have these fantasies as to what you dream your ideal partner is going to be like. But then, of course, if you're smart enough, you also have the realization to know that you're not necessarily going to get that ideal partner. And that breaks us down to what actually is a relationship, which goes into what is actually love, which then goes into a whole other philosophical kind of debate. But I wanted to break it down for you in the sense that a relationship is a commitment. It is same with love. Love and a relationship are commitment. Love is the feeling of love is what sparks that relationship. After a while, that feeling, that starry-eyed, doughy-eyed part of you is going to kind of fade. Yes, you'll get moments of it from flashes coming and going, but the next part of that is the commitment, the loyalty, the integrity, where you love somebody so much that even though the feeling is gone, you're still going to stay with them, you're still going to be loyal to them, you're still going to be committed to them. You know, the whole till death do we part thing in marriages. Yeah, that is what I would consider to be what one would call true love, I suppose. And true love is not just, a commitment or all of that, which it is, but it's also a feeling that you want to be around that person, you want to be committed to that person, but you also don't want to betray that person, but you also want to take care of that person. And so there's all these feelings that are mixed around in love, in that whole spectrum of things. Now, with relationships, I have seen people talk about cheating. I've seen people talk about trying to find a proper relationship, trying to find a proper person, trying to find someone they can commit to, trying to find all these things. And I know what I want for a relationship. Someone who I can call my equal, somebody who it is a kind of give and take type of situation that goes back and forth, kind of like a yin and yang, light and dark. Um, Essentially a push and pull type of thing where you're working in tandem with each other. There was a saying, I don't know if this is the full correct quote on it, but it was something along the lines of, behind every great man there is a great woman. And how do you think that woman is great? How do you think that man is great? Well, because they're working with each other. They're not working against each other. They likely shared some interests. They likely shared similar goals. And even if they had separate goals, they supported each other in their goals. They worked together, and while fights may have happened, they resolved those fights. They went about their lives in a partnership, like a true partnership, rather than I'm going to do my thing, you're going to do your thing, and we're just going to kind of be together, which no relationship lasts like that. Now, are there relationships that are toxic and all that? Yes, but those aren't the kinds of relationships I'm talking about here. The kinds of relationships I'm talking about are the more honorable relationships, what relationships I feel should be. One side should not take from the other more than the other side takes from you. Like, it should be, like I said before, when it comes to like give and take, both sides should be willing to give equally and take equally. One side shouldn't be taking more and one side shouldn't be giving more. It should be balanced. Now, sometimes this doesn't always happen, but ideally that is what you'd want to see happen. At least ideally that is what I'd want myself to see happen were I were to ever end up in a relationship, but that's a different story. So it hurts a little bit, even though it shouldn't hurt. When I see these people talking about their loneliness and all of that, and of course I relate because, I have, similar things that they're feeling and all that jazz. And they're trying to find a relationship without knowing what a relationship is. They're trying to get into relationships not knowing what a true relationship should be. Most people will be dating for fun, and they will let go and go on to the next partner. And then of course you got the countless one night stands and a lot of the things that just wreck a person psychologically. And as an INFP, I'm, kind of more of a hopeless romantic. And of course, I'm seeing this happen and I'm going, ooh, that's, I kind of feel sorry for you. I wish I can, help these people out. I wish they'd find, proper love and relationships and all of that, proper validation, proper attention, but also that they are willing to give the same amount to the person. And of course, to understand what it is you're looking for in a person. Relationships are, I feel, ironically, even though I've never been in one, a complicated thing. But I feel like they are things that people can work through. I feel like they are things that people can be partnered with, like dating, which is what I was talking about. I've always seen it as a sense of, I am looking for a suitable mate. I am looking for a suitable marriage partner. I am looking for someone who I can have a family with. That is me. That is how I see the whole dating game and how I think other people should see the dating game, instead of just this fun activity to get a validation and endorphins and dopamine and all this other stuff without actually finding someone who truly loves you, truly cares for you, truly appreciates you, truly gives you the validation you're looking for. Now, this isn't to say that the one side should be giving all of that. Both sides should equally be giving similar things. Like, they should be both giving validation. Both should be giving attention. Both should be giving this love. Both should be giving what the other person is seeking, because both of you ideally are probably seeking the same thing. And I am just concerned, maybe, that people don't know how to treat this. They don't know how to go about a proper relationships. I mean, some people are, but like when you look at the divorce rates and you look at all the whole negative stuff, you're kind of going, ooh, and you kind of wonder what has caused all of that. And I feel it's because, once again, even with relationships, love and kindness, big factor, and like the lack of toxicity, or the willingness to talk through issues that both of you may be having, to come up with solutions together, to not necessarily keep secrets from one another unless that secret is to surprise the other person with something that that other person likes, like on a birthday, Christmas, Valentine's, anniversary, whatever. You know, secrets there. Or there are, I feel like on the like more serious sides, the secrets should be more transparent, to have like a healthier relationship, to let that other person trust you and to try your best not to break that trust. I don't know, maybe these are just like really old-fashioned values, but like that's kind of what I'm seeing, that I'd like to see for myself and for others, but they're not getting it. So it turns into this weird, twisted, not healthy thing where one is taken more advantage of than the other. And I would just like people to get into healthy relationships and to get that healthy need of love and affection that every human being on the face of the planet is looking for. And because we're not getting that, yeah. So yeah, that was just my thoughts on relationships and what I think relationships should be. I could go more into it, I suppose, but like I think it's fairly self-explanatory that like I have these pure values that I believe other people should adhere to, and you know, be healthy and love and be committed and loyal and trusting, and yet there's always these fights and this hatred, and some of it is unfounded, some of it is what it is. Some of it is called for, I suppose, but even those should be able to be talked through. And another thing is that if people didn't go with certain people, then the paradigm would shift. The pendulum would shift the other way, or swing the other way, as it were, and you'd get a better relationship. You'd get better people. You'd get that which will actually give you what you need, and not, oh, I'm going to go with this person because they seem like a fun time, or I believe I can change them type of thing, which past history has always shown that that never happens, and then you're stuck on that loop, failing to realize that maybe you should look elsewhere. Just my thoughts. I could be wrong, but that's how I'd want my relationship to be. Like one of transparency, trust, loyalty, commitment, affection, love, all of that, and not the unfortunate thing that I've seen people talk it as. Anyways, that is it for this episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.